am here. I am here. I am yet here. Today I wanted to participate in our um, challenge. I'm going to start off for those that may not know who I am. I am the visionary of the Crew Podcast, Aspiring Authors Magazine, and the 100 Authors to Watch. And I want to participate in the challenge for today. We are doing, we have been doing challenges over the last, I think today is day 4. We've been doing challenges over the last 4 days. Today is a challenge to talk about what inspired us to become authors. I have not had a chance to really listen to each individual video, but I've had opportunity to share some of them and to get them out. So I want to encourage you guys that are a part of the 100 Author Movement to create your videos, do them through reels or do them through a live, however you want to do it. Create your videos on the page and in the group. Opportunity to share your brand. So I am live here on Aspiring Authors Magazine 100 Authors to Watch page and the Crew Podcast, as well as Aspiring the Crew Podcast. No, the founders YouTube and Twitch, y'all. Look, we're distributed across a lot of platforms, so you get an opportunity to share your brand. So, y'all, sometimes I may get some of these platforms screwed up, but just know that your stuff is out there, it's being seen, it's being shared in these various platforms. So it gives you an opportunity to share your brand. So today's challenge, and I want to put my hashtag up here so everybody will know what the hashtag is. So let me see if I can get that up here in the comment section. Let me see if it'll let me comment. So hashtag is hashtag 100 authors to watch in 2025. That's our hashtag. So I want to make sure I got that attached so you guys can make sure that y'all click on that and share that. So that is our hashtag. So you get an opportunity to find out a little bit about me, the visionary. So I am Angela Thomas Smith. Of course, I am an author. I am a poet. I am a podcaster. I'm a visionary. I am I tell you, I am a individual that definitely believes in sharing those things that God has placed on the inside of me. I truly believe in allowing those things to speak and allowing those things to be shared around the world. So He's given me many platforms. He's given me an outlet through this platform here, the Crew Podcast, where there is, I think we have right now 8 amazing hosts. Then we have some co-hosts. We have some co-hosts that's going to be joining us for our grief podcast this year. Season 3, y'all, we kicking off in less than 7 days. I think we're right at 7 days, maybe, that we're going to be kicking off. Shanette Johnson, her show is going to be the very first show that comes through the season 3 podcast. But y'all, I'm going to jump on in with what inspired me into becoming an author, inspired me into becoming a writer. So in 2016, a young lady asked me to share inside of an anthology. A young lady from Texas, didn't know who she was, but she asked me to share inside an anthology. She asked me to share in the anthology called Fear to Freedom. And in that anthology, y'all, I shared my journey of losing my mom 12 days after my 16th birthday. I went through a lot of emotions, but a lot of my teen years I spent in fear. A lot of it was fear of failing. and just going through those emotions and being able to release that in 2016 and being able to share that and being able to share that journey, because there was a lot that I endured from 16 up until 2016. Y'all, I went to college, I played basketball, I dropped out, I worked a job, I was homeless. I went through a lot of different things. So you had an opportunity to really get a little bit of insight into the journey of me, and from being full of fear into walking into my freedom to be able to do some of the things that I'm doing now. So what inspired me really to share that journey was because I didn't have somebody to talk to. And I felt like there was somebody else out there that may have been experiencing the same thing that I was going through, that may not have had that person to talk to as well. So I wanted to let them know that there was somebody else out there like them, that there was someone else that was experiencing the same thing that you were experiencing. And that happens to a lot of us. We go through these things and we need to share because there's somebody out there that needs to hear our story, because that particular story that you share may be that nugget that can help somebody come out. There may be somebody that may be contemplating suicide, and it's that story, it's that thing that you share that help them to to get over that suicidal moment. You know, I heard someone share um, a story about TD Jakes and how he helped them get through some of the toughest times in their lives. And a lot of people would discredit her. They would discredit the fact that how can TD Jakes be someone that helped you through this when now he's going through all that? See, people are human. And that's something that we have to realize. And then we can't put people up on a pedestal. And just like us, we can't base our success on somebody else's success and what they classify success at. And I tell people all the time, success is just like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. Because what may be success to me may not be success to you, because you may not be dealing with PTSD. You may not be dealing with depression. You may not be dealing with lupus. You may not be dealing with complications from dealing with taking chemo and the different things that people have to deal with in their life. You may not be dealing with those things. So it may be easy for you to say those things. But when you know what it takes for you to get up in the morning and for you to press through that day and to get through that day, and if you can make it through that day with, you know, a positive vibe, or you can make it through that day feeling that like you accomplished something. I tell people there's three things that I want to leave when I come in people's presence. I want people to feel that they've been educated, empowered, and encouraged. Because if I can leave you and you feel that you have those things from me, then I feel like I've met what I was supposed to do. That I done what God allowed me to do for that day. That was what He woke me up for. You know, I do not think that He woke me up for me to sit down on the gifts and the talents that He's given me, and able to express those things that I've endured and those things that I have been through, in hopes that it can encourage someone else and help someone else through what they may be going through. And that will, you will hear that that's a lot of our stories. That is a lot of our journeys. That is a lot of our destinations. That's how we got here, because of what we endured, what we encountered, and the things that we were able to overcome, the things that we were able to conquer. So I'm grateful on today that I'm able to share with you guys, and I'm going to share a couple of books that I have that I did. And one of them is an anthology. People are like, well, you do a lot of anthology, but this one is actually one that I did with someone. You know, I got my start at sharing and being a part of books by Miss Teresa. I can't remember her last name, but she's out of Texas. And she gave me an opportunity to be a part of an anthology called From Fear to Freedom. That really launched the things that I've done. Me and working with those babies in Anderson, South Carolina. About 30 kids I had the opportunity to work with, to pour into. And them not being able to, experience the diversity within the bookshelves and going in the libraries and going in the bookstores and being able to find representation that made me want to venture out and do the things that I'm doing. And then finding other people just like myself that have begun to really venture out. If you have not thought about it, know that, y'all, I'm doing the research. I'm taking this class right now. I'm working on my master's, and y'all know I love what I do. So I'm doing the research for this project. If you're in the midst of what we're doing over here at the 100 Authors Movement, know that you're in a great space. Know that you're in a space that, man, I'm telling you, when I finish this class, a lot of us gonna be in position to walk in a lot of different doors and be able to sit at a lot of different tables that a lot of people didn't think we was gonna be able to. Because let me tell you, one thing about me is when somebody opened the door for me, when somebody set me at a table, believe me, I'm bringing other people with me. I'm not coming by myself. I never come by myself. Never have. And everybody that have been a part of anything that I have been a part of will tell you that. See, and if you're a part of the group and if you've been paying attention to what I do, see, one thing I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll share with you. And I don't do it to be boastful. And I don't do it all the time. But if I ever share with you things that I have accomplished, I'm going to also share with you how you can accomplish those same things. Because guess what? If he did it for me, he'll do it for you. He has no respect of a person. So guess what? Why should I sit on it? And why should I bring it to you if I'm not going to share it with you? If I bring it to you, then I might as well help you get to it too. That's how we get through it together. So the first book I'm going to share with you guys it's called The Crazy Girl in My Head, and it's an anthology that I did with minister author Stephanie Stetson. We all had a chapter inside of this book. So we got to share inside of this book. So like I do anthologies, I also write in other people's anthologies as well. I am in another anthology that's coming out this year. It is about divorce. But some of the books that I've done, and I wanted to, this is really, I'm glad that I was able to become an author. When people tell me I can't, that's usually what pushes me to do the things that I do. Because when you tell me I can't do something, then I have to prove you wrong and let you know that I can, because I serve, I serve the possible God that allows the impossible to be possible. So when people tell me I can't, then I always know that I'm reminded that my mama used to tell me, where there's a will, there's a way. So I always want to push forward. This is a book that I did for the amazing kings that are currently incarcerated inside. A lot of them are inside TDCJ, but I did them for a lot of the individuals that's incarcerated. Individuals wrote letters, poems, different things to individuals inside of the prison system. And these are our men. They're called kings. You are not forgotten. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. So a lot of individuals shared inside of this amazing anthology. They had an opportunity to share their letters, their poems, whatever it was that they wanted to share. So it's about 20 of them. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. 2, 4, 6. It's 8 of them. I'm sorry. I get ahead of myself sometimes, y'all. And this is our poetry book. One of our poetry book. This is the second book. There's a 3-book poetry series called The Legacy Chronicle. The Journey Through Time and Eternity. First one called Seeds of Immortality. The second one is Footprints in the Sands of Time. This book, there was 30 amazing poets that shared inside of this book, y'all. 30 amazing poets shared inside of this book. They shared their perspective. They shared their thoughts. They shared their perspective. Their words got to speak. So y'all, I'm excited because this year, I am turning 50. And I am inviting all of the amazing poets that shared in this book to join me in my birthday celebration book, y'all. $50. I'm turning 50. The book is $50 to be a part of the anthology. You're also going to be the first 29 individuals to join will also be a part of that special edition of the magazine. Of course, y'all know it drops on April the 1st, which is my birthday, when we will also announce the poet of the year. If you have not went over and voted, y'all, we still got what, 28, 20, we got about 35 more days to vote. Y'all, if you are a poet and you are in the runnings, go ahead and share your nomination. Get you some votes. There's two ways that you can vote. There is um a survey link passing around that you can vote through the survey. If you're not on social media, because if you're not on Facebook, because we are voting inside of the Facebook group for those that are not on Facebook, because I do realize that we do have a lot of people that do not utilize Facebook, that do see these programs that we stream live through Facebook, even though we're streaming through Twitch and YouTube as well. So for those that are not on Facebook, we have a link that is circulating. All you have to do is email me, and I can email you that link. And it is Queen of Collaborations at gmail.com. Of course, y'all know y'all always can go to Linktree, Queen of Collaborations at Linktree. And of course, that's Linktree / Queen of Collaborations, and you can connect with me. I got all my links up there, so you can go see wherever you want to connect, and that's how you can connect. But we are definitely looking for individuals that would like to be a part of my birthday celebration, y'all. We are having a live event. Not only are we going to be releasing my book, your book, our book. But it's going to be for my birthday celebration. It's called Crowning Grace, the journey of grace and wisdom. So you're going to get an opportunity to share poems around grace and wisdom. You're going to get an opportunity to share a little bit about yourself. If you have been a part of any of my other anthologies, you pretty much know the routine, what we do. You're going to get an opportunity to do that inside of this book, as well as we are celebrating National Poetry Awareness Month, y'all. We get to celebrate National Poetry Awareness Month, y'all, and we get to come off of social media. We're going to get to be live. We're going to get to be in Atlanta, East Point, College Park area. We're going to get an opportunity to meet each other and get an opportunity to showcase each other's brand. We're calling out business owners. We're calling out authors, poets, all those that want to come together. We're going to have individuals out there doing workshops. We're going to have workshops on branding. We're going to have workshops on marketing. We're going to have a keynote speaker that's going to come out. They're going to educate, empower, and encourage y'all, because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we are energized, that we stay on this journey, that we always have a community that is uplifted. Y'all, this is not just a movement. It's not a contest. It's not a awards show. It's not about getting accolades, even though we are trying to help you get all the accolades and all of the awareness that you can get. It is about you being able to share your brand, and about you being able to be a voice. We want your voice to be amplified. We want your voice to be able to get out there. How do you do that? Y'all, we can't. I see one of the group leaders, Minister Charlotte Simon. She said, "I'm listening on and off, so excuse me for my late responses. It's fine." We sometimes we have to adapt, and that's what this season is all about, is adapting. See, being intentional in the things that we know that we've been called to do, And we often throw those words around, and we often say that we're going to be intentional about those things. So when we got to be intentional about those things, and we got to learn how to adapt. Things are not going to always go the way we plan them, but we can't allow when things happen to stop us. We can't stop. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep pressing. We got to keep moving. And then that's one thing I just want people to understand, that the journey is not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be where you can just, everything going to be happy go lucky. There's going to be trials, tribulations. There's going to be experiences. Because guess what? How you learn, how you develop, how you grow, how you learn how to be an overcomer, how you learn to get through things. How do you think the people in the Bible, they had to go through some things? If you read the Bible, you see they had to go through. And we are going to be the only Bible that a lot of people see. We see what's happening in this world right now. We see what our new administration is doing. I have not spoken on this, and I'm not going to get into it. But we got to stay prayerful. We got to stay mindful. And we cannot sit by and be idle in this season. If you know that you're out, you're supposed to be writing books. You're supposed to be sharing. That there's people out here. Y'all, it's people out here that's hurting. And it's a lot of people that's finna go through some things, and they've about to see some things and experience some things that they've never experienced before. And those that have been through, those that's been homeless, those that have slept on other people's couches, those that have had to take a little bit and feed many mouths. People need to hear how you survived, how you got over, how you overcame. How did you get where you are? See, a lot of us, we are afraid to give reference to the one that got us where we are. But we'll reference everybody. But we won't reference the one that created us, the one that allowed these things to happen, the one that give us these gifts and these talents. But when things start to go wrong, when things start not to go the way that we started out, because it's not always going to be happy-go-lucky days. It's not always going to be happy days. There's going to be times when you ain't going to get the sales that you want. You're not going to get the support that you want. You're not going to get the individuals doing the things that you need to do to make sure that you can carry on. But what will you do during those times? And this is what we as leaders and visionaries and as individuals need to be coming together and thinking about those times. Yeah, it's getting crucial. But I'm just glad that I had an opportunity to get into writing, because y'all, I've now published over 121 literary pieces, whether it's been a book, anthology, planner, journal. I even do calendars. I've done a lot of things to really showcase authors, to bring awareness to, my Black and brown authors around the world. To share about stories, about things that, people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about domestic violence. They don't want to talk about suicide. They don't want to talk about mental illness. They don't want to talk about those natural ways that you can take care of yourself and how you can reverse some of these things that, are going on with your body. They don't want you to know that you don't have to have all these different things and that you don't have to take all these different medicines. Why in the world would we remove ourselves from the World Health Organization? But y'all, this is who we voted for. Now, this is who we voted for. I ain't gonna say, not gonna say they. I'm gonna say we, because we are one. We are one country, and this is who we got in office. This is what we got to deal with right now. But I suggest that you be intentional about those things that you know that you have been called to. Don't get caught slipping. Y'all, we don't know when the hour, when the time, we don't know what's gonna happen. And with all that's going on in this world, we don't know when he gonna get tired and come back and say he ready to end it. So yeah, all I can say is we just got to be ready, and we got to make sure that we are aligned and doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, so that when we stand before the Creator, he can say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. You done what I asked." Don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught with those gifts sitting up in the corner somewhere. Not asking you to bend over backwards. I'm just asking you to give a little bit of yourself to Him. And if you do that, watch what He'll do, y'all. Yeah, I just said yes. And He just began to open up doors. Never imagined doing half of the stuff that I'm doing, half of the opportunities that I've had. I never imagined none of this. The people that I've come in contact with. Y'all got crates and crates of books. We've given away books. We've donated books to the museums, to different libraries. We've given away at different back to school events. God is good. But yeah, I was just supposed to get on here and God is good. I was supposed to just get on here and share what inspired me to become an author. And I was doing this to encourage the authors that are a part of the 100 Authors Movement to be active and to share their brands. So I say this to you that are listening. If you are an author and you are not being intentional about that He's given you, because He given you a gift and a talent. He given you an opportunity to impact lives through your penmanship and through your writing, sharing from your heart and your soul, touching others, connecting with others. There's somebody out there. And there's so many somebodies out there, y'all, because there's trillions of people in this world. And there's so many people out there that are going through. You can't, I'll never be able to impact everybody. So why you think He placed people like you in my midst? So that you can be able to impact people too, and that we all are impacting people. Y'all, we can reach the masses. But we got to get up and do. We can't just be quiet and think that it's going to happen. But I'm going to get on out of here. I want to encourage you to be active. Share your brand. Let people know what you're doing, what you have done, how they can follow you, how they can support you. Authors that are a part of the 100 Author Movement, you have free reign of this page, the Ignite the Fire group, to go live to share. Let people know who you are. And to all those authors that are not attached, come join us. You have exactly 7 days to join. Only $25. After February the 2nd, it will be $100 to join the movement. Until March the 1st, it is closed until 2026. Y'all, this is your opportunity to connect with 35. We currently have 35 amazing authors. And I'm in the midst of signing up 5 more. So we're about to have 40. We have 60 more spots available. So get attached and allow your voice to be heard. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night, and thank you for jumping on and sharing with me. I'm excited about coming back. Season 3, the Crew Podcast. Y'all, we got 8 amazing hosts that are coming back. We have 1 new host, Shannon. She's gonna be back to business. Hopefully she'll be ready to launch her show. Unfortunately, she had her father pass, so she's going through that. I don't know if she's going to be ready. If she's not, we're not going to force her, because that can be very traumatic. So definitely going to give her a chance to, get herself together, and whenever she's ready, her show is going to launch. But we're going to cover her until she is ready. Hopefully, if she's not ready in February, she'll be ready in March. Give her some time to get herself together, because I want to make sure that she's representing herself, as well as the crew, as well as she can. So y'all just keep us lifted in prayer, and we look forward to seeing you guys coming up. We look forward to seeing y'all in these literary streets. If you're not attached to the Crew Podcast, I want to encourage you to get attached. If you're not attached to the 100 Author Movement, I want to encourage you to get attached to the movement. We are 100 authors to watch in 2025. So make sure you get attached and watch God. That's all I can say. Y'all have a good one.